All right, guys, this is the Ryobi 18 volt 1 plus HP brushless quarter-inch impact driver. The model number is PBLID01B. So that way you can tell this apart from other similar models. There's a bunch of models. It's easier to get them. It's kind of easy to get them confused. That's what this one is. I feel like it was the right one to go with, and this is the impact driver that I picked out. So we're gonna do a test or demo. But first we're gonna go over like the features and the specs first. Features and specs. Go over everything on this, and we're gonna do some demos and show how it performs, and compare it to like a regular drill, and drive a few different things into actual wood. So check the link in the description to see where you can pick up this same tool, probably on Amazon, maybe Home Depot, but I'm going to leave a link in the description. Remember to check that out. So anyways, it's the Ryobi's 18 volt 1 plus system. So it takes batteries like this. So, pop it right in there like that. And there you go. So the battery, if you're buying just the tool, it won't come with a battery or a charger. So you're going to have to buy that separate or already own it. In my case, I already own this battery. So I got the battery separately. When I bought the tool, I only got the tool, no battery. So make sure you have a battery, but you can buy like kits that come with the battery and with other things. So you might want to think about that as well. So just keep in mind, you're going to need a battery if you're just buying only the tool. So pay attention to whether or not it comes with the tool or not. And if you have one or not. So this is a brushless motor for increased efficiency and longer lifespan. All right, they're generally recommended. People say, yeah, get the one with the brushless motor. Honestly, if you're on a budget, the one with regular brushed motor is probably going to work totally fine for regular household DIY stuff. If you're a professional, you might want to get the brushless motor, or maybe even look for another brand like a DeWalt or something. Anyway, yeah, if you're doing this every day as a pro. Anyways, do a little more shopping around if that's the case, but probably this and the brushed or brushless version is going to work great for you no matter what, probably for most DIY stuff. Anyways, torque is up to 2,200 inch-pounds of torque. So that's the torque you have with this, and it varies depending on which impact driver you get, or each one has a little bit of different torque, so something you might want to think about when comparing them. Now this also goes up to 4,000 IPM, or impacts per minute, and the RPM is going to go anywhere from 0 to 2,900 RPMs. And yeah, so as I said, the battery is not included, but let's take a look at some of the things on here. So I'm going to pop this in right now. And I'd like to point out the onboard work light, right? So when you pull that, it lights up like that to light up their whatever area you're working on, and it stays lit for a little while. It'll turn off automatically in a little bit. So next thing I wanted to show you is the collet, and I should probably adjust my camera here a little bit. All right, so we have a 1/4-inch hex collet. So right here. So this is a quick release, and you can pop this right in. So we've got this here, also Ryobi branded. I'm gonna pop this guy right in here and see how that pushes back. And you want to release it quick, pull it out like that, right? So one hand, quick release. Pop that in, pop it out right like that, right? So quick release, easy to change bits really quickly. Right now we've got this thing in here. Now, so what else? Sorry, direction of rotation selector. So pretty obvious, pretty straightforward, but I'm going to point out all these features. So this thing will control which direction it's spinning. So right now, right like that, put it to the center. It's locked, and push it all the way to the other side. Turns in the other direction. So going in reverse there, you can put it back to locked and back to forward, right? All right, so there you go. Direction of rotation selector. Now you have a variable speed switch trigger, so you can pull this a little bit and go kind of slow, or you can pull it fast and just go really fast. So you do still get some speed control with the trigger, right? Variable speed switch trigger, right? Now you also have a modes selector down here. This was kind of interesting. I've got to get the camera to focus on this. This is kind of tricky. Bear with me here. All right. So mode selector. So you can select between 1, 2, 3, and A. And I'm going to tell you what those different modes are. So again, 1, 2, 3, and A. This button will tell you which one is selected, right? So I'm gonna talk about them I'm just gonna show you and talk about them at the same time. So let's go with 1 first. So we're on 1, and I can't get this to focus on 1. See, 1 is selected, right? So that's 1 is low speed. So that's 0 to 850 RPMs. See, that's the fastest it can go, 850 RPMs. Now 2 is medium speed. So there we go. Focus on that so you can see it. That's 2 selected. So this goes medium speed. That's 0 to 2000 RPM. So that's more than double. Goes pretty quick there, right? Now you're going to hit 3. So that's 3 selected right there. Focusing on that real quick. Now that's 0 to 2900 RPM. So that goes like that. That's pretty quick. Now the last one is A, right? So mode A is assist mode. So that also goes 0 to 2900 RPM. So the same range, but assist mode is supposed to give you better control for difficult fasteners. And, for driving, it will start slow and then speed up to finish. And then for removing, or going in reverse, it will pulse 6 times and then speed up to remove. So let's see if we can see this. So I have it in mode A and going in forward. So all right, it's supposed to. I can't tell. I can't tell that it's changing speed. We're in mode A. I can't tell that it's changing speed. All right, let's switch to reverse. All right, there we go. Got up to speed. So you see there how going in reverse, pulse 6 times, and you could actually see it pulsing 6 pulses to loosen it up, and then it slowly speeds up and up and up till it gets up to max speed to remove it. If you have something difficult and you need to do that. A lot of cases you probably don't need to do that. So let's try that. I want to try that again. Switch over to forward, and it's supposed to start slow and speed up. I can't tell. I really can't tell. Let's give this a shot. Yeah, I can't tell the difference, but we might have to try that out. We'll test that out with an actual lag bolt or a screw. I'm going to be trying to test both of those, so we're going to have to try those modes out with each of those. All right, testing out the Ryobi 18-volt 1+ HP brushless 1/4-inch impact driver. Important note, the pre-drilled holes don't go all the way through the board. All right, so we're starting off with mode 1. That's the lowest mode. So we're going to increase the power to mode 3. We probably actually would have been fine if we kept going on mode 1, but here goes. So let's take a close-up look here. You can see the fastener is basically smashed right into the wood. It's lower than that top level of the wood there. It's pushed right in there. So now we're going to set the mode to A, or assist mode, and for driving these in, it's basically going to be the same thing as mode 3. So let's give another one of these a shot. All right, now let's take a quick close-up look, and you can see how these are really pushed into the wood like that. So it has a pretty good amount of force pushing it in there, and that braking on top there is really just the surface. But let's show you the bottom right here. You can see on the bottom it split because I did not drill the pilot hole all the way through, so that's what's going on right there. And here we're going to set the mode to 3, so basically the highest mode right there. My camera won't focus on the number there. I can't get it to focus on the right place, but that's on 3. So we're going to take this out now. So now we're going to switch it to A, or assist mode, and this is a little bit different when unscrewing something. So it starts out jerky, then slow, and then fast. All right, so we have another fastener, and we're going to set this to 3, so the higher mode just to start. And notice that this one is a little bit wide for the hole that I pre-drilled, so it's going to crack the wood a bit more. All right, so let's take a close-up look at this. You can see here, driven in pretty well, and it's cracking a little bit there. And that's because this bolt is just a little bit too wide for those pilot holes. I drilled them for the other screws that I was putting in earlier. So take a look at this thing from the side here. See the base at the top there? Actually, the whole thing is a little bit too wide, but the base at the very top is what's really cracking it. That's a whole lot more wide. So yeah, this second one's going to crack this as well. So you can see that went in pretty well. Let's take another close-up look here, and you can see how the wood is actually crushed down. It's not just splitting it, but just the force being pushed down like that actually crushes some of the wood. So next, we're going to go ahead and take these out, and it's going to fit just fine, even with these being pushed into the wood like that. And we're going to do this on mode 3. And now we're going to switch to A, or assist mode. And see, that was some pretty neat action coming out. It did a few quick jerky motions, then started up slow and got faster and faster until it comes out. This screw was not a hard one to remove, but if you do have a hard to remove screw, that's what that mode is for. So yeah, remember to check the link in the description to see where you can pick up this exact same tool, or the closest thing I can find. I'm pretty sure I can get this exact same one. Check this link in the description, probably going to be for Amazon. Also, you might want to check out that there's a related video that you should be seeing on the screen any second now. I'm not sure the exact timing. You're going to see a video pop up that's related to this video. You want to check that one out. And also remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon, because we're covering a lot more great tool content and reviewing and demoing a lot of these tools, so you're not going to want to miss out. So make sure you subscribe, and yeah, leave a comment down below if you've tried this tool or another similar tool, or if you have any preference yourself. Let me know down in the comments. And if you found this video interesting or useful, might want to give me a thumbs up. But that's about it for today. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on that next video.